What's up, chat? This is Joe King's daughter. We're in Lake Tahoe, and today I'm going to take you to Emerald Bay and the Vikingsholm. Peace!
Thank you for that introduction, MK, and you are absolutely right. We are going to check out Emerald Bay and the Vikingsholm. But my favorite part of this is following the water all the way down, all the different paths that feed into Lake Tahoe, and thinking, is this melted snow, or are these mostly springs on a hot July day just flowing through? So this is going to be fun. Let me know if you want me to take the tour inside the Vikingsholm, and also try to get out to that island in the middle of Emerald Bay and check out the tea house. Plan on doing that at some point. But this is a fun trip. We're going to take the mile-long walk down to Emerald Bay so we can look at that and follow the water as it goes. It's going to be fun. That's melted snow right there. Running. It's running. Cold. That's a cold water. Oh yeah. All this feeds Lake Tahoe right here, baby. Which is a natural spring in itself as well. I'd like to point out. Oh, look at this big rock. Look at that big indentation of that. And look at that's like concrete down there. That's like that stone almost looks like concrete or something. Could be just silt built up. This place is beautiful. Emerald Bay right there. It's not cool to walk right here. This is a sketchy spot. The parking around here sucks. We're almost getting to the entrance to the Vikingsholm. Tiny little trickles like this. It's water leaking out of the mountain, baby. I guess they could have blasted this rock right here. You see right there where they drilled it. And there. Just trying to figure out what happened. More right here. Alright. Here we are. This is the parking lot right here. Look at this. Got your own stonework. Stuff right here. All this. These on the way in like this, and this. Old school, baby. There's a little booth you can pay. I'm gonna check out the Vikingsholm. Ooh, but you know me, I get stuck looking at the rocks. More drills over here. Look at this, man. This is cool. This is just like a Donner Summit. Ooh, nice. Nice. Little hole right there. They're grinding. Ooh. Cool. Whoa. I see something here. I see something here. I see something here. It looks like a 8-pointed asterisk right there. Whoa. Pretty cool, man. Whoa. Ain't nothing like it. Ain't nothing like this place, baby. So that's Emerald Bay. Ooh, what are those? Right there in the middle is a little castle. So Vikingsholm is somewhere right here. It's supposedly built in 1 year at this lake where it snows 10 feet. And they built that as a little tea house way out there. And the cool little balcony they built for themselves here. This is pretty cool. Stone steps. A little area right here. Not bad. Not bad at all.
Can you take this? Yeah, non busting. Can you take this or not? Carga.
Bukid juga. Dito lo wait apa so. Mau lah.
Whoa. Ooh, I'll check that waterfall out over there. divots everywhere. Which way? 1 mile. Melted snow right there for sure. Goes through. Comes from down there. Comes through here. Comes under. And out here. Cranking out water. Oh, look like water storage in those things. Vikingsholm was built in 1 year. Did they build all these culverts too? In that same 12-month period? Had to redirect all this flow. I worked for 2 years at this lake in the wintertime, and every morning I'd have to get a shovel to unbury my Connex box or tools in it. Bear tracks everywhere. And this one's cranking. The middle of July. I always say this lake cannot be just snow melt, but there sure is a lot of snow melt. It goes off to the right down there. Ooh, look at that. Tree fell right through there. Got stuck. And down here.
Please.
Oh, it's nice and cool right here. Follow the water. Can't all be contained. Coming right out here. Whoa, look at that cliff face.
I'm just waiting for you to find it.
Big old hunker. Water good on both sides. It's a big tree. Wow, look at that. Possibly modern. Oh, it's diesel probably. Alrighty, we are approaching the Vikingsholm. There it is. A little bit of the prehistory before this place was built, allegedly. Emerald Bay provided the setting for one of the first summer homes at Lake Tahoe. Ben Holliday, stagecoach magnate and early day transportation king, constructed a home there in the late 1860s. His land was eventually sold to Paul Kirby in 1880. The Kirbys built a number of cabins intended for resort use on the parcel of land where Vikingsholm now stands. The William Henry Armstrong family acquired the property in 1892, and they used the cabins as their summer residence for over 32 years. In 1928, Miss Laura Josephine Knight bought the Armstrongs' land with the desire to build a summer home that would complement the magnificent natural surroundings. Emerald Bay reminded her of the fjords she had seen on numerous travels to Scandinavia. She commissioned her nephew, by marriage, Lennart Palm, a Swedish architect, to design the home. Vikingsholm was completed in the fall of 1929. The exceptional summer home was enjoyed by Miss Knight and her guests for 15 gratifying summers until Miss Knight's death at 82 years old in 1945. It was sold to Lawrence Holland, a rancher, and he eventually sold it to Harvey West, a lumberman. And Mr. West eventually sold it to the state. And so the state owns it now, don't you know? So, but the breakdown here is that it's a 38-room mansion, and it's El Dorado County. Laura Josephine Knight built it as her summer home. The foundation was laid in 1928, and the building was constructed in 1929 by about 200 workers. Before starting construction, Knight and her architect traveled to Scandinavia to gather ideas for the home. Some parts of the structure contain no nails or spikes as a result of old-fashioned construction methods. Most of the building was made from local materials. So, and then Miss Knight is known for building Vikingsholm. She and her businessman husband, Harry, were also primary backers of Charles Lindbergh's nonstop solo flight across the Atlantic Ocean. So he was a wealthy lumberman. And so they got their hands in everything. And Lindbergh's one of those things that you can't escape, that just keeps coming up in history over and over and over. And then on that island in the middle is the tea house. It's Fanet Island, and it's a part of Emerald Bay State Park. It's a national monument. So there are 6 buildings on the property that are considered to be part of Vikingsholm. Yep, and it goes on and on and on about the Vikingsholm. But look at this woodwork. It's just amazing. How old is that thing? And which one of those names that I read, which one actually really built this place? For sure. The main house is made up of 4 rectangular wings that enclose the courtyard. Pine and fir siding with ornamental carvings cover the wall surfaces, or they are exposed stone. And I'd love to see if it goes down. The east wing is the main wing of the house with a square 3-story tower at the north end and a 2-story tower at the south end. Scandinavian serpent designs are carved into the wood above the door and windows facing the lake, and above the door facing the courtyard. So they're facing the lake and facing... Yeah, that's pretty interesting. Everything's for a reason. So the walls of the east wing were built to resemble those of Olvanilinia, a stone castle built in 1015 AD and used light color mortar and dark colored stone. So you got that year right there, 1015 AD. That's interesting. And the roofs are always fascinating. North and south wings have gabled sod roofs that feature the original sprinkler system. Those roofs historically featured wildflowers and grasses, but since the removal of the fir trees in the courtyard, they only grow grass. Let's see what they say about the tea house. It describes all the whole thing, all the different rooms. The tea house is located on Fannet Island and is only accessible by boat. Natural-looking stairs carved out of the rock lead up to the square stone house. Originally, it had a flat roof and a door and windows, but these were destroyed by vandalism, and now only the main stone structure remains. There's a stone fireplace in the southwest corner of the building. That's pretty cool. The fireplace, yeah, we got to get in that place. This structure was originally used to host guests for tea. The original trail up to the tea house weathered away by time and was restored in 2007. Let's look up this article here. The Mysterious Castle on Emerald Bay. Oh, look at that. I mean, look at that. Those mirror image carvings. Those are dope. Look at this, the serpents. I mean, some ancient stuff here we got going, man. That's a copper little downspout right there. You got that flower design. The cross serpents on the roof there. Gotta get me a camera where I could zoom. And then you've got the old well pump right here. Pretty interesting. That gauge goes up to 15. It's kind of a trip. Or no, was it 14? And then it's got a little gallon marker, so when you could pump 1 gallon at a time with that thing. Yeah, I'm a plumber, so this stuff always fascinates me, how it used to work back in the days. How do you get your hydraulics going? And then right here is your new junk Galvy pipe, just all wrenched together. That's the water that first one used to feed the place. Now this one does right here. And then look at the size of this tree. And look at the house and how close it is. And just think, which was first? Did they build around that tree? And I guess they could have. And it was smaller maybe. But, I mean, look at that thing. I bet that's grown. I bet that grew after the house. But that's how old the house is. Got all this construction. And what I'll do is I'll come back here and buy the $18 tour. Get into this place. There's the front. Yeah, it's pretty tough. You don't see many little kids down here because it's a tough hike to get. Not a tough hike, but it's a little bit of that mile downhill to get to this place. And I don't know if there's another way down. And now we're gonna go check out Eagle Falls. Enjoy.